Welcome back to the channel and to Woodall Hills, host of the 2023 Bradford Union Team Championships, and I'm here today for a practice round because I've not been here for about 20 years I don't think. Here we go then, playing off the back tees or the whites. 406 yards off this first hole with OB staring you in the face all the way down the left, so I'm just trying to hit it inside the trees on the right. Done that perfectly, although could have done with a little bit more draw. Thought it was alright though. I was incorrect. Now I'm under a tree. About 140 to go down the hill and I'm just trying to chip cut a 9-iron onto the green and that would be a success. Couldn't really see it down, but this green's enormous. I've made it on, but I'm in the wrong postcode. Look how tiny I am next to Jack, my playing partner, an all-round legendary golfer. More on him later. Totally misread that. Totally misread that as well. And we've started off with a gigantic 3-whack. Here's Mr. Lampkin himself, formerly off +4 handicap, just tearing golf courses anew. And hitting the middle of the green there on this par 3. My turn. 159 yards to the flag, so just a steady 8-iron should do bits here. Just trying to hit a little draw, don't want to go left, should kick round to the left. Hung it out to the right a tiny bit, but no trouble there. It has actually rolled to the back fringe, and the fringes are in dreadful condition, so no chance of a putt here. So just a bump and run with the 8-iron. Got the distance perfectly. There I am on the right screen with Will Atkins in front of me, my other playing partner. What a guy. Par! So I've made up for the 3 stabs on 1 with a decent 1 putt there and a par save. Third hole here looks like a narrow shoot, but it's actually pretty wide down there, and that is good if you like perfect, as they say on Bob Does Sports. Slightly uphill approach here to one of the longest greens I've ever seen in my life. This is just a 50 degree from 120. Just looking to stick this past this front pin and hopefully get it reasonably close. But it looks somewhat close on camera here, but I can tell you I'm not. This is about 45 feet. Scared to death of this rolling back down the fairway. Missed that a mile right as well, and now we have another tester. That's lipped out. This isn't exactly a tap-in either, but head's gone at this stage. That's 3 stabs again and 2 over through 3. On to the 4th though. Downhill par 4, back in the opposite direction. Quite a nice view actually, although only if you don't look too closely. Will's got in the way, how dare he, but I've hit a decent one there. It might just trickle off the right hand side, which it has. No problems though, good angle in. 9-iron from about 150 because it plays downhill. See what I can do here. Pins on the left hand side, so just aiming this at the middle of the green and any draw would be greatly appreciated. Got none of that. And now have a 30-footer. Didn't notice that this green is exceptionally spongy at the minute, and that's left about 5 feet short. What is happening? I can't putt. This is an atrocious start with the old flat stick. However, it's still early days, we can get it back. It's happened before. Let's hope to God it does. That's pumped down the fairway on the easiest hole on the course, and that should set something pretty decent up for birdie. Just 70 yards down to this back right flag. Green looks absolutely mental, so I want to keep this online where possible. Done a good job there, left it under the hole I believe. Uphill putt for birdie incoming. Surely I can't 3-putt this. Goodness me. No 2 putts on the card yet, just 3s and 1s, and we're back to +2 and the first par 5. Quite long at 5.29, but straight downhill off the tee as you can see here. Do like these elevated tee shots, they do look pretty cool on camera. Smashed that down the left centre, probably just going to dribble off the fairway left. It actually has, and the trees are a little bit in the way here, blocking my view slightly, so I need a hook with the 4-iron. Don't really want to go left, so that's probably not in the offing at all. Hung it out to the right a tiny bit, but we're chipping here. Somewhat awkward from 30 yards because there's a false front, so Bit of a floppy doppy. Actually played that quite nicely, and we have a look at 2 birdies on the trot here. Can we make another 1 putt? We can. What is happening? I'm absolutely all over the place, but we're back to +1, so we're not going to complain too much. And although this is quite a short hole at only 308, it is pretty tight and quite a lot of slope from left to right. I've hit 3-wood there and pulled it quite a long way left, and I'm actually under the trees. Fortunately, I'm close enough to just bump this over the hazard in front of the green and hopefully roll it round. It's just coming onto screen on the left there. Missed that a little bit left, but not a particularly difficult up and down. Although that is not my best chip. And as usual, we've got a few question marks, but poured that in and still no 2 putts on the card. And we're at +1. Don't really know how to explain this, but we're on to a fairly tough par 4 here. Fairway's sloping right to left, so ideally you want to be up the right to set up a decent approach, which is not what I've done, and look where I'm going to end up. I've sped this up because it's just comical. There's not really any sort of shot there for me, so I'm just trying to stab it forwards. Somehow I've achieved that, I don't really know how, and we've actually got a chip up here and maybe an opportunity at a very odd par save. Not the easiest though, the pin's on the front, and that's about all we could do really without probably leaving it short. And that's unfortunate. That's a power lip, the worst ever. Fortunately we've cleaned up, but that is still a bogey. And we move on to the 9th hole at +2, a very short hole. Hope you're enjoying the content. Don't forget to like and subscribe because it is free and it really helps out the channel, so thank you if you already have. That was a 4-iron, just looking for a little draw into the centre of the fairway. Absolutely did none of those things. I'm on the wrong fairway. Somehow got away with it though, because those massive trees aren't quite in play for me with a front pin. 70 yards up the hill from a very odd angle. Done a good job with that. I've gone a little bit past, but we have a birdie putt. I don't really deserve it, but I wouldn't mind it. Didn't see that break though, unfortunately, but we will tap in for a 4. And all things considered, after the carnage at the beginning, 2 overs, not too bad. Stick around till next week for part 2 where it just becomes outrageous, quite frankly. See you then.